Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Saturday, August 26, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Cleveland Guardians vs Toronto Blue Jays. Take Toronto Blue Jays money line as a first pick, and here is why. In the second match of this series, the Blue Jays are set to deploy Hyun-Jin Ryu as their starting pitcher. In his most recent outing last Sunday, Ryu secured a victory while conceding 2 unearned runs on 4 hits and a single walk across a span of 5 innings against the Reds. Given the Blue Jays' active contention for the final wild card position in the American League, their strategic approach entails augmenting Ryu's workload in this particular encounter, having previously managed his pitch count through his initial appearances. The Guardians, on the other hand, have encountered significant challenges when facing left-handed pitching, as evidenced by their modest .644 ops against southpaw pitchers throughout the year. With Toronto striving to amass victories crucial to their campaign, the Guardians are poised to struggle against Ryu's prowess. Notably, the Guardians have faced setbacks in 6 out of their last 8 games on the road, as well as 4 out of their last 5 matches overall. Placing trust in Ryu's capabilities, it's reasonable to anticipate a strong 5-inning performance from him, ultimately contributing to the Blue Jays' triumph. Our total pick is take the under. And here is why. Cleveland has wavered in the American League Central over the last month, falling to 4.5 games behind the Minnesota Twins for first place. They do not have a good enough record to come close to a wild card berth, so the only hope is catching the Twins in the division. Logan Allen comes into this start with a 3.31 ERA and 1.34 WHIP over 103 frames, and he has been an excellent contributor as a rookie to the Guardians' rotation. Although I expect the Blue Jays to win, runs will be at a premium in this game. The Blue Jays have been strong from the mound all year, holding the lowest staff ERA in MLB. The total number has gone under in 7 of Cleveland's last 9 games and 6 of 9 on the road against the Blue Jays. New York Yankees vs Tampa Bay Rays. As a first pick, go with the Tampa Bay Rays to cover the run line at home. And here is why. The New York Yankees have been struggling at the plate as they are 22nd in baseball, with a .707 team ops, while averaging 4.24 runs per game. They need to improve on the road though, as they are 24th in the majors with a .692 team ops, while scoring 4.33 runs in their 58 road games so far. Third baseman DJ LeMahieu has been struggling at the plate as he has a .239, .319.370 line with 9 home runs, 31 RBIs, and 38 runs scored. Clark Schmidt has been struggling a bit this season when looking at his baseball saving page, as he is in the 26th percentile in average exit velocity, 27th percentile in whiff percentage, 29th percentile in hard hit percentage, and 37th percentile in SBA. He has 5 different pitches: sweeper, cutter, sinker, curveball, changeup, and his curveball has been his best pitch, as hitters have a .198 batting average and a .333 slugging percentage. Schmidt faced the Rays back on May 13th and lost by going 4.2 innings and gave up 7 runs on 6 hits with 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. When looking at the starting pitchers throughout the last 7 starts, Clark Schmidt is 4-1 with a 5.40 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP in 35 innings, while Tyler Glasnow is 4-2 with a 2.42 ERA and a 0.90 WHIP in 44.2 innings. In the last 12 games, these offenses are on 2 completely different levels, with the Yankees scoring 3.7 runs per game, while the Rays are averaging 7.42 runs per game. Our total pick is over 7 runs in this game as the better option. And here is why. Tyler Glasnow has been pitching extremely well, according to his baseball saving page, as he is in the 97th percentile in strikeout percentage, 97th percentile in whiff percentage, 68th percentile in SBA, and 57th percentile in walk percentage. Glasnow has a 4-pitch arsenal: fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, and his heater has been hit the most, as hitters have a .232 batting average and a .440 slugging percentage. He faced the Yankees back on July 31st and won by allowing 1 run on 3 hits with 2 walks and 8 strikeouts over 7 innings of work. Throughout the month of August, these pitchers are giving up some runs, as Clark Schmidt is 1-1 with a 6.38 ERA and a .280 opposing batting average in 4 starts, while Tyler Glasnow is 1-1 with a 4.50 ERA and a .234 batting average against in 2 starts thus far. These teams have been hitting homers decently well in the second half of the season, as the Rays are tied for 11th with 52 home runs as a team, while the Yankees are tied for 18th with 47 homers. Atlanta Braves vs San Francisco Giants. Take the Braves to cover. And here is why. On Saturday, the Braves will start Max Fried. The left-handed pitcher is 4-1 this season with an ERA of 2.83. He has started 9 games this season, with his last outing coming against the very same Giants that he will pitch against on Saturday. Fried tossed 5.2 innings and allowed 3 earned runs and 9 hits in a 4-3 loss to San Francisco. He was awarded the no decision in that game. Fried has an ERA of 1.93 during road starts this season. He also has an ERA of 1.66 during day games. He is 2-0 with an ERA of 3.74 during 4 starts in the month of August. The Braves have won 3 of Fried's last 4 starts entering Saturday. Atlanta is 6-3 this season when Fried starts. They are also 5-0 when he starts on the road. Atlanta is hitting .274 from the plate this season, which is the best in baseball. They have also scored the most runs in the league and have accumulated the second most amount of hits. The Braves also lead the sport in home runs. The offense has been cooking for Atlanta all season long. The Braves have also struck out the 7th fewest amount of times, which has allowed them to stay in their respected at-bats. They are hitting a blistering .269 during road games this year. They are also hitting .283 from the plate since the All-Star break. In the month of August, they have a batting average of .299. The Braves and Giants will go to battle as 2 playoff contending teams will meet. The Giants will be throwing Walker to start the game. The usual relief pitcher has started only a couple games this season, and each time that he does start, he only lasts a few innings. That is where the bullpen will come in for San Francisco. The pitching unit does have a collected ERA of 3.96, but they have allowed the 11th fewest amount of runs, meaning that they are susceptible to runs scored. That is not a great recipe for the Giants as they meet the top offense in the sport. They have been dominant when they are at the plate, and they will show that on Saturday. The Braves' offense coupled with a strong and efficient outing by Fried will give the Braves an easy win. Our total pick is the over on Saturday. And here is why. On Saturday, the Giants will start Ryan Walker. He is 3-2 this season with an ERA of 2.14. He has started just 10 games this season, but has been used as a relief pitcher for a majority of the year. He hasn't lasted more than 2.2 innings in any of his starts this year. He has an ERA of 2.05 during home games this season. He has pitched just 26.1 innings during that stretch. The Giants' pitching staff has an ERA of 3.96 this season, which ranks 10th. They have allowed the 11th fewest amount of runs. The Giants are 7-3 this year when Walker has earned the start. The Giants are hitting .239 from the plate, which ranks 23rd in the sport. They have scored the 9th fewest amount of runs and have picked up the 8th fewest amount of hits. They rank 20th in most home runs scored. They are hitting just .240 from the plate during home games. They were hitting .248 prior to the All-Star break, but since then, they have been a poor .218. In August, they are hitting .231 from the plate, too. They are also hitting .231 against National League East clubs. The over is the play in this game. The Braves' great offense against a bullpen game will give them ample opportunities to make a difference and hit home runs. Expect a lot of runs in this game even for the Giants, who are going up against a starter that has an ERA of 3.74 during the